I'm Del from the band Pullback.
I'm Jake the Snake. I was drummer for Detroit punk rocker Tommy Trash 5 years.
And he's a Polak.
I'm Brown.
Hail Hitler.
Hopefully we'll be. Are the words going to be up there?
This is the music video.
Okay.
Maybe it's in German anyway.
Yeah, is he into Hitler that much? I've heard rumors. I don't know that much about
I seen him. He was on Lex Friedman's podcast a few years ago saying Hitler was the good guy. And as you know, all the managers and stuff in Hollywood are Jewish.
Yeah.
And he says they threaten him all the time. Like, we're going to put you on medications. We're going to take your kids away if you don't blah, blah. He shared text messages and stuff.
Wow.
He says that happens a lot. He actually tweeted not too long ago about how they purposely give, like the stars that they're managing medications to give them permanent brain dysfunction, whatever. But I don't know. He does so much stuff just to be controversial.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know that much about him. The only time I see, like, once in a while, I'll see it, like on YouTube, I'll see a clip.
Yeah. Well, that's basically what I see. And
so I don't really know that much, to say anything. A bunch of furries?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Nazi furries.
Man, these people took my kids from me, then they froze my bank account. I got so much anger in me, got no way to take it out. Think I'm stuck in a matrix, when I fuss my nitrous. Yes, I am a cook, I like when people
Yeah, have you made any sense out of it so far?
Like the words?
Yeah.
Something about taking my wallet and stuck in the Matrix. Maybe if there's subtitles. Oh, there we go.
Oh, good.
Man, these people took my kids from me, then they froze my bank account. I got so much anger in me, got no way to take it out. Think I'm stuck in a matrix, when I fuss my nitrous. Yes, I am a cook, I like when people fuck on my bitch. Shit that I'm posting on Twitter, they telling me, hey, don't say that. How niggas can't see me in public, I'm driving an all-chrome Maybach. With all of the money,
They didn't print the N word.
Yeah.
I still can't get my kids back. With all of the money and fame, I still don't get to see my children. Niggas see my Twitter, but they don't see how I be feeling. So I became a Nazi, yeah, bitch, I'm the villain. Nigga, how Hitler? Nigga, how Hitler? They don't understand the things I say on Twitter. Nigga, how Hitler? They don't understand the things I say on Twitter. All my niggas Nazis, nigga, how Hitler? Nigga, how Hitler? Nigga, how Hitler?
Are there any people that, well, we don't know that much about him, but are there any people like that follow him in these beliefs, or?
Well, no, this is a big movement right now. Well, on the left and the right, there's these factions.
Right.
Like Candace, I think, is doing a whole series on World War II and stuff, and all the lies we were told about that or something. But well, what I got from that, I think it was Lex Friedman interview he did, is it sounded like he knew people that knew what they were talking about, and he was just regurgitating it, but didn't really know.
Okay.
That's just the feeling I got by watching it. But there's just all this back and forth going on right now with the Jews and Israel and Zionists and anti-Zion or whatever it is, and all this stuff. And it's and then you seen the videos a couple years ago of the tunnels they found with the Jews crawling out of them in New York years ago, and then that automatically disappeared. There's all this weird stuff that goes on, and some people, I feel like, are going too hard about it, and some people are trying to ignore it purposely. It's just when you watch people talk about it, there's like two sides. People that are afraid to talk about it, and people who blame everything on Jews, And it's like, I feel like there's some in between there, I don't know. But I don't know how many people actually take Kanye seriously with his like these beliefs and stuff.
I heard he's kind of a weirdo. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about him. I just see little clips of shit all the time. And there's always something
he
weird.
Released a video a couple weeks ago or something talking about sucking his cousin's dick.
What?
Yeah. So he sucked his cousin's dick till he was 14.
Holy shit! Did he say how old was he? Do you know?
He was 14. Oh, you mean his cousin?
Yeah.
I don't know. Around the same age.
Okay.
I guess he said.
I was just making sure he wasn't 8 years old or anything, you know.
Why would that turn you on?
Oh yeah.
Fucking no, he said he used to steal porn magazines from his dad, and he'd go show them to his cousin, and they'd start sucking each other off.
God damn, man.
She wanna fuck with Japan. I put the crumb on the Benz.
I don't see how they can fuck each other in the ass. Like I said, I had that prostate exam, man. That hurts like a motherfucker. They must like pain, man. Unless they've been fucked so much in the ass that their asshole's as big as a fucking cucumber, you know.
She reaching down in my pants. She got the world in her hands.
His hair dyed blonde.
I don't know. It might be the lighting.
I hate that. It looks awful. And, I mean, I don't mean to sound racist or anything.
We wouldn't do that.
No, but black people just don't look good with blonde hair.
We learned our lesson.
Yeah, it's not natural, you know. I mean, it just don't look right, man. Especially on guys.
They're appropriating my culture.
Yeah. Oh man.
They definitely are in this video.
Oh, yeah. I
Hitler.
don't even like the music in this song.
It doesn't even feel like a song.
No.
You know.
Making a point of saying nigger too, you know. I mean, every other sentence.
They're saying Hal Hitler.
Oh, I thought they were saying hey nigger. Well, no, wait a minute. Okay, go ahead and play it.
Oh, before I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, he's been saying it. I mean, repeating it, you know. And then if somebody else says it, they get pissed off.
Huh. How confused do you think Hitler would be watching this?
Oh, man.
You're like, what is going on?
Maybe I'll buy me one of those guys.
Get him out of the gas chambers. I like him now.
I need to smoke another cigarette.
Finish that one first.
Speaking German?
Yes, a clip of Hitler talking.
Oh, okay.
Look, does she?
Well, that was a short song.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all.
It wasn't even like a song.
No,
really.
it was just kind of like almost like a classical type keyboard organ. You know, like sounds like one of them big pipe organ things. Sound like that in the background. There wasn't much to it. A little bit of fake drums. And,
Is Kanye this latest interview with Piers Morgan.
Spiraled in both his personal life and his business life. Most recently, he's taken to posting endless, outrageous anti-Semitic slurs on X. He frequently professes his great love for Adolf Hitler. He poses in swastikas and costumes. He says things like Jews were better as slaves and they should be whipped. We all know.
Oh, that's funny, having a black hood, robe.
Confused.
Yeah.
It's because X has allowed him to carry on doing it.
Hitler would say, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
To his 33 million followers. I've argued for a long time his account should be.
We'll hang him last.
Save the best for the last.
Down. It should be stopped. That's my opinion. I believe passionately in free speech and I detest censorship because I believe in the importance of sharing honestly held opinions in a democracy. But posting endless, vile, anti-Semitic insults, encouraging violence against Jewish people in these unhinged tirades on a privately owned platform has got nothing to do with free speech. I invited him back onto Uncensored because at least on my show, I can call him out.
See, this is why there's people that have ammo against the Jews, though, because everyone that says free speech, it's up until you make slurs about Jews.
Yeah.
And then, and then everybody in government is like, no, that's different than free speech.
Yeah.
It's like, well, why is that? And then, Israel has a branch in our government. And
I didn't know that.
Well, they have all, dude. Like my buddy Bill, he used to send me all these videos of all the fucking Jewish people that are involved in every decision our country makes and stuff, especially with wars and stuff in the Middle East. It's like, I don't know if this stuff is true or anything, but they make really good arguments, But then they always blame everything on the Jews at the same time. So then they discredit themselves there. So it's like a big mess that I kind of just stay away from now.
Yeah,
Cause
I don't blame you. Well, even my grandson, it was about 7-8 years ago, started saying something about the Jews. I said, "What the fuck? Keep your fucking mouth shut. You don't know what you're talking about." I said, "Second of all, you got a little bit of Jew in you." He said, "What?" Because I'm 1/2 of 1% European Jew. So that makes my daughter 1/4%. It makes him 1/8 of a percent. But he's got a little bit of Jew. I told him he had a little bit of Jew blood in him. He shut the fuck up right away. I said, don't you ever fucking run your mouth like that again, man. Not around me anyway. He's supposed to show something?
Yeah, he's about to show the interview.
Oh, okay.
Other than me. What followed, frankly, was a farce.
I'm getting you multi-tracks right now. About to 7 minutes interview, but I can hop back on in about whenever it's done. That nuance right there, it's idiotic. It just shows the hate that you put out for people that put love. There's so much love in the art that I put out.
What are you talking about?
Walk away again?
We have to admit this is somewhat entertaining. This is going to be laughed at by many people.
What's entertaining?
That was funny.
Ye West is rarely out of the headlines at the moment. It's fair to say the headlines are equally rarely positive. The rapper, producer, and fashion designer is currently working on a new album. Several new tracks were previewed.
I knew he was a fashion designer because of that outfit he was wearing. I was like, everybody's going to be doing that soon.
Oh, yeah. Be the latest thing.
Yeah.
Recent live stream with his friend Sneeko. And both Sneeko and Ye join me now. Well, welcome to Uncensored. Ye, we haven't spoken for a while. How are you?
I'm doing good. I don't use the term West, the whole drop the slave name idea.
Okay, so we just call you Ye, yeah?
What's that slave shit again?
Yeah.
Get over it. You're not a slave.
Yes, sir.
In fact, he's a KKK member, apparently.
You're a member of the Nazi Party.
Okay, well, when I last interviewed you, we had a long conversation. And since then, a lot has happened in your life. And so I'm grateful for the opportunity to try and talk to you about some of this. How would you say your life is at the moment?
I mean, you see that view?
Yeah. Your life is good?
Well, judge it on the view as the answer to how my life is. Judge me by the view.
Well, the view is mediocre. I've been there. It's a beautiful place. And for all intents and purposes, you seem very relaxed and happy. That is in direct contrast to your public image at the moment over the last couple of years, led by your ferocious... Well, hang on, let me finish the question. Led by your ferocious use of...
No, but I already disagree. It's not in contrast. There's so many people and artists that are championing the idea of someone being able to just express who they really are and have been able to go through the war of being attacked by the banks, being attacked, by the banks. That's the best way to put it, being attacked by the banks and to still be here with this view is, that's the win. So I think I'm in contrast to your contrast.
Okay.
A lot of these guys too, these rappers, whenever they get rich, they get the fuck out of the neighborhood,
They'd be killed if they did.
Oh, yeah.
The point I was going to make is that I watch what you put out on X. You've got 32 million followers, so you're one of the most followed people.
See, wait. Now look right now. You're not gonna take inches off my dick, bro. Like, how many followers do I have?
Well, how many is it?
I think you could do the study. You got a whole staff over there.
I thought it was 32 million. How many is it? You obviously know.
Don't help them out.
I'm told it's 33 million now. So congratulations. You're slightly bigger following than I thought.
No, congratulations. Your information is correct. You're not just some, dude trying to sub. I'm a gift, bro. You know what I mean? Why do all you people in media act like you haven't played my songs at your weddings or graduations or at funerals or when your child was born? You take somebody that's living like a Lennon, a Michael Jackson, and you just take all this time to just like that nuance right there. It's idiotic. It just shows the hate that you put out for people that put love. There's so much love in the art that I put out.
What are you talking about? I haven't said anything.
What are you talking about?
Same thing.
Okay, now you're not taking accountability or responsibility.
Literally, you said that you implied I haven't played your music. Of course I played your music.
No, sir. This is what you get for now. We can circle back when you can count.
Okay.
This motherfucker's weird, man.
Where's he gone, Sneaker?
Yeah, that's it for Ye. But it's nice to meet you, Piers.
Where's he gone?
He'll come back, you watch.
I think he's going back to work. There's several things he's working on. I was not aware he was going to leave like this, but it seems like he got upset about the...
So it's all just a game, is it? Is that the idea?
Followers. Well, I mean, life is a video game, is it?
No, I just wonder what the point of this exercise was. Was he supposed to do an interview or not?
He's supposed to do an interview, but I mean, the amount of Twitter followers, something like that, it's patronizing for no reason. You said his name incorrectly. His name is Ye. This is very public about that. Hopefully we could do it. I think this was good. We were prepared for a good interview. But, come on, you know what you were doing.
What do you think I'm doing?
I think you were trying to patronize very intentionally by getting those two things, under his skin. Maybe it could have been about past interviews or because of what happened yesterday. But, I mean, this information is not that difficult to get right.
Yeah, we called him Ye, and we got his Twitter following count wrong by 1 million, from 32 to 33 million. Also, for the record...
Boy, that would really hurt my feelings. Be off by 1 million.
Well, what if they called you Jake the American instead of Jake the Polak?
I don't know. Yeah,
wouldn't you be heated?
Oh, yes. I'd go bury my head in the sand for an hour and a half. Let the water rush in right under my nostrils. Boy. God, these people, man, they're so sensitive.
You guys dicked us around yesterday, And you seem to find that very entertaining and amusing in your live stream, which I'm sure you will.
We've been bullied on the internet too. We've been called racist. You've been called grandpa and what was that, old grandpa and the young idiot?
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
We've been called homophobic and transphobic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about those two.
Yeah.
You're transphobic, misogynistic,
Uneducated.
uneducated. God damn, we're a lot of things. Now, did we go cry to everybody about
I
it?
did.
I wouldn't have lunch with Toast Ted.
Yeah.
Talked about moose shit and other good things, and I came back all happy and shit.
I cried for a week and a half.
Oh, man. I could have gave you a hug.
I watched Tim Walt's videos to feel cuddly.
Oh, man. I miss old Tim.
You kept all my...
I got pissed off and went in the bathroom. There's no tampons in there.
Yeah.
In Spain and here.
I used them all.
Fucker. For me.
You're out of ketchup, too.
That's right. I got some of that fake Halloween blood in there.
Waiting, and then wasted their time. And then you got us all back now, and you've wasted our time again. And you again may find that funny and entertaining, and that's fine. I don't. I think it's a total waste of everyone's time and effort and money.
Well, I mean, it is. I was ready for the interview yesterday, too. My time is important as well. Regardless if it was wasted, we have to admit this is somewhat entertaining. You know, this is going to be
I still
laughed
think
at
I'm
by
going to
many
come
people.
back. I know
It's
What's
not what I
entertaining?
expected, but
Entertaining?
that was funny. That's undeniably walking off right into the beginning of an interview is funny.
Yeah? Out of interest, what do you do with him?
Fucking little boy acting like a little boy.
I'm working on several films right now. I am streaming out here. I'm editing, and I work on things behind the scenes, some inspiration for art. I'm just there to try to help fulfill his vision.
Well, let me ask you the questions I would have asked him. So, I mean, out of interest, what is with his obsession with Hitler? Why is he so rampantly anti-Semitic?
I'm not going to
All over
answer
social
questions on
media?
his behalf.
Well, you're going to have to
I
because
can't
he's
answer
not
questions on
there.
his behalf.
He's not there.
What's that? What's that?
He's not there. Literally, he's dropping a track today called Heil Hitler. Why are you happy to be associated with somebody like that out of interest?
Well, I'm not going to speak on his art and his vision.
I'm asking you why you're happy to be associated with somebody who most of the world believes is...
Because he's paying me $2 million a year. I ain't gonna tell him to come back.
No.
He's paying me to do whatever the fuck he says.
Pay me $2 million. I'll do the same shit.
Yeah.
Now a rampant anti-Semite.
Well, you're associated as well. Your show's called Piers Morgan Uncensored.
Yeah.
You tried to get him censored on X. And here you are on the days we're going to release this song doing an interview with him. So we're all involved here. It's not like I'm the only one complicit.
Yeah, the reason I wanted to get him on was because I don't think anyone holds him to account for anything he does on X. And in fact, he deliberately breaches all of X's rules, and yet he does it with impunity and is allowed to do it, whereas millions of other accounts get suspended for far less offences. So I was going to ask him directly, which is why I mentioned his X following. I was going to ask him about what he puts on X and why he does this, why he continually attacks Jewish people, why he continually celebrates Adolf Hitler. And then I'm curious about, given he's not there, can't answer these questions, what your association is with...
Well, didn't he say earlier that all his managers and stuff were Jews?
They were. I don't know about now.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why he's doing it. I don't know.
Guy, and whether you're comfortable to be associated with somebody who most people consider to be an anti-Semite.
I think I just answered this question. These are good questions. I think I just answered half.
We haven't answered the question, have we?
But I mean, if I did, you said, "What are you doing out here?" And I said, "I'm doing films, and I'm reporting behind the scenes, and I'm streaming, and I'm editing and helping fulfill."
Have you been helping him with the track Heil Hitler?
No, I don't. I'm not a music guy. And if you wanted to get questions about his Twitter or X correct, then you should have got the number of followers correct. That was something intentional that you knew what you were doing.
So I got
you
the
know
size of his
everything
dick
about what
wrong.
he's
Is that what you said?
Stupid.
Well, if you know everything else that he's tweeting, you should have got that right as well.
Oh, don't be so pathetic, Sneaker. Honestly, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get good content which will promote you, Sneeko. And I'm just curious how you, Sneeko, deal with the fact that you are so openly associating yourself now with somebody who seems to worship Adolf Hitler and is pro the Nazis. Do you feel comfortable about that?
No, we worship God.
No, he worships Adolf Hitler.
I'm here promoting this. We could talk about how pathetic it is that you were essentially working for Israel up until a couple months ago. And
really? When was I working for Israel?
Genocide and not pushing back.
When was I working for Israel?
If it's pathetic to make films behind the scenes of one of the greatest living artists, probably the greatest living artist.
Well, he certainly was.
To point the finger
he
at
certainly was he was a great artist. Unfortunately, he's become a rampant anti-Semite who adores Adolf Hitler, embraces Nazism, uses swastikas.
Hitler would have killed the shit out of him, man. Hitler hated black people.
He says he loves everyone.
Sell his merchandise, and has a new record out called Heil Hitler. So forgive me if I don't currently see him as one of the world's great artists.
This question is incorrect.
Yeah, but I don't see
everything you're saying in this question is incorrect.
Sorry?
The song isn't out. The song isn't out for one, and two, he says he loves everyone. He says he loves Jews. He says he loves Hitler. He says he loves everybody.
But so when he said, let me ask you, given you're the one sitting there, he said Jews were better as slaves. You have to put your Jews in their place and make them into your slaves. You then said make your Jews work for you, but watch them as close as you can. Whip the Jews. You comfortable with that, Steve?
And they can call him cracker. See, a lot of people think when black people call white people crackers, they think it's because we look like a saltine. Yeah, it's not that at all. Back in the slave days, the cracker was the guy that cracked the whip, and he used to call them crackers. And then
I'm not as offended by it now.
I'm happy. I learned that a while back.
I find it funny. It's not something that I would do personally. I don't whip anybody.
You think it's funny? Whipping Jews?
Slavery.
Using Jews as slaves?
I think the context of that is funny, yeah.
I'm missing the humor. What's the humor?
Do you want me to break down a joke for you?
You think it's a joke, do you, about whipping Jews?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a joke because I've been here for a couple weeks and he hasn't whipped any Jews.
Really? So because he hasn't actually whipped any yet?
Yeah, he really has.
Yeah.
Really has. But Piers, before I leave, I don't want to speak on his behalf. If you're agreeing,
what choice do we have? You set this farce up. He's dicked us around. You're the one left, so you're going to have to be accountable for him. Unless you want to walk away too.
Accountable? What do you want to hold me accountable?
If you don't want to answer questions either, you are free to stand up and walk away like a little sniveling.
Well, you can ask questions. If you have questions for me, then I'll feel free to answer those.
Here's my question for you. Why is your mate Ye?
Is this whole thing going to be interrupting? Or is this whole thing just going to be interrupting? Do you want me to speak at all?
You're sounding like Andrew Tate Light, like his annoying little younger brother we never knew about. Okay? Doesn't work with me. Okay? You set this thing up. It's obviously some kind of elaborate.
Everybody's always got to talk bad about
Tate, yeah.
Okay, your team asked you to do this. If you want to be Netanyahu Light on TV.
But given you want to
be Dave. That's another thing that fucking pisses me off when people over talk each other.
Yeah.
And that's, you can't.
That's what Pierce's show is about, though.
Yeah.
Every time you watch, there's just people yelling over each other.
He's got this little faggot on there a lot. That's a guest a lot of times. And he's always fucking arguing with everybody about faggots and shit.
It's fine.
Then sure. If you want to do ad hominem attacks, then why invite someone on your show? I set this up because your team asked me to do it. I did everything that I could. If I knew that this would, I'm not here wasting your time. You're angry at me for setting up an interview that you wanted. If you have questions for me, I'm happy to answer them.
Here's my question.
There's no point in me being here.
Why did Jay stand up like a sniveling little cow and walk away before I could ask him difficult questions?
For the third time, Piers, I don't know if you have a hearing problem, but I'm not going to answer questions on another man's behalf. But
really? Even though you set up the interview with him?
Another time, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, tell him from me he's a sniveling little cow. And he's an anti-Semite and a Hitler worshipper. That's what I would have asked him if he'd had the balls to sit there and take the questions. And there you are, proudly associating yourself with him. Good luck to you, Sneeko. Everyone can see you for what you are.
I'd have been pissed too if you go there for an interview and the fucking whippy fuck walks off.
Yeah.
You got any feelings, sir? Because he goes off 1 million on his followers. Fuck him.
You were wrong, though. He didn't come back.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
No, wrong.
I know. I mean, you're right for saying I was wrong. I think.
I'm just a dumb cracker, right?
Get all your Brown Pollock merch on sickandimmoral.com.